Hello there lovelies, Theashlemichlle here and welcome back to my YouTube channel where you can find beginner beauty tutorials and reviews. And in this video I'm going to be showing you guys how to reinstall an old closure wig. So if you want to know how to reinstall your old closure wig like this one, then keep on watching. Alright y'all, so we are jumping straight into this wig install. And to lay down my wig today, I'm going to be doing a glueless install. So that means we're not going to be using any type of lace glue. Today I'm going to be using the Kiss Colors adhesive, lace bond adhesive spray. You guys, I love using this product. The first thing that I'm doing is getting the wig positioned on my head where I want it to be. So I'm just making sure that my middle part is in the middle of my forehead, and I'm just lining everything up where I want it to be, so that way when I'm ready to secure the wig down, I know it's exactly where I want to place it at. And I'm also gonna take some clips and just clip this part back so that way the hair is not flying everywhere when I'm trying to secure everything in place. So I'm just gonna take some of these silver duckbill clips to clip the hair out the way. So now we are ready to install this wig. So again, we're going to be using the Kiss Colors lace adhesive bond spray, and I like to shake it up before I apply it. And then with this one, it does say hold the nozzle 2 to 4 inches away from the face when we're about to spray it. So that's what we're gonna do. A little bit of this product definitely does go a long way. So I would suggest if you are a beginner, you can do this in sections. If this was like a frontal unit, I would suggest to like do the middle first and then the sides. But you can do it all at once. It's just up to you and your preference. But for me, this is only a closure, and I've lined it up so I know I need to place product from one temple to the other. So I'm just gonna take it and spray. I'm spraying the spray right on my forehead so it's not going in my hairline at all or on my hair. And then I like to take my finger and just push it back so that way I know it's not running down my face, because I've had some sprays where they just tend to run. So what I like to do to kind of like speed up the process, you can either let it air dry a little bit in between layers, or you can go in with a blow dryer. So I'm going to use my blow dryer on the cool heat setting, and not a lot of pressure because I don't want it blowing all over the place. And I'm just going to blow dry. And then I'm just gonna repeat the same thing, creating another layer. The amount of layers really just depends on how long you want to wear this. I know I want to wear this wig literally probably for just 2 days, and then I'm gonna take it off. So I'm probably only gonna do maybe 2 to 3 layers. But you can add a little bit more layers. I wouldn't suggest going no further than 4 to 5, because I mean at that point you might just want to switch to a glue. But we're gonna go in with another layer of spray. And you will know that it is time to lay your lace when you go and try to touch the spray. It'll feel tacky, so it'll feel like your finger can stick on it. So it is time to go ahead and lay this lace down because it is tacky. And again, I just take my time moving the lace in position where I want it to be. And I'm actually gonna slide that back just a little bit. And you may find like right this time I did put a little bit too much spray forward, which is okay. I would rather have more spray in front of the lace and have to go back in and remove it than to not have enough at all. So the first thing that I'm doing is taking the sides of the wig and I'm stretching and pressing it down so that way I can create that tension on the side of the wig. So I'm taking the sides that don't have lace and I'm just simply pulling, like I'm trying to pull it apart. Imagine me pulling the wig apart, and I'm pulling it apart and down to create some tension. And I'm also going to take a rat tail comb and use the rat tail side to press the lace down as well into the spray. Okay. And if I feel like this side, there's still a little bit that lifted up, I'm just gonna take a little bit of spray and just spray that up there like that. And then I'm gonna take my blow dryer on the cool setting again and just blow dry that. And while I'm blow drying it, I'm gonna take the rat tail comb and press the lace down as well to create some melting. So before I apply my melt band, I'm gonna take that cotton pad that I had earlier and I'm gonna spray some more alcohol on it just so I can get rid of the residue right here. So we're gonna go back in and wipe this away. And let me grab a washcloth because I keep forgetting with the cotton pads, they're hit or miss. Sometimes they don't do this or sometimes they do. So if you have a washcloth or like just some type of rag, it'll be a little bit easier. So let me go grab a washcloth so that way we can get this off. And I'm so glad this is happening too, so you guys can see like everything does not come out perfect all the time. Like things do be happening. People just be editing it out. So I got my washcloth and I'm just gonna rub that to get that off. And the reason why I'm doing this is because once you put that melt band on, it kind of locks everything in place. So I would rather go ahead and get the excess off now instead of trying to fight with it later. All right, y'all, so now I'm going to melt the lace even more with my melt band. So I like to just go ahead and take the wig and put it in a ponytail so that way I'm not having to struggle too much to keep the hair up and out the way. So I just put the wig into a ponytail and then I take a little banana clip and just clip the rest of it out the way so it's out of my way. And then I'm just gonna take a melt band and I like to pull and stretch the melt band before I place it on my forehead because that's gonna just give us a little bit more tension. So I'm pulling and stretching. And then I tie mine like you're just think of like tying a shoe or tying a bow. I tie it, I pull it, and then I take the Velcro and snap it in place. So that's gonna give me tension. And you can leave your melt band on for as long as you want to. Like I said, I'm not gonna have this wig on that long, so I'm probably gonna keep this band on for maybe like 15 minutes. And then if you really wanted to lock it in place, you could reapply the band again afterwards. But we're just gonna do a cute little 15 minutes. It's been about 10-15 minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead and just take off the band. And when I'm taking it off, I am stretching it out too to pull it off. So bam, we got the lace melted. So this is what it's looking like. It's definitely stuck. It's not going nowhere, but we do have a little bit of a residue right here. So I'm pretty much gonna do the same thing that I was doing before we melted it. I'm gonna take my washcloth with some alcohol, spray that on there, and we're just gonna rub it off until it comes off. And I'm getting as close as possible without getting it into the lace because we don't want to actually lift the lace up. I could not show y'all how to get this part together. So I know from a distance it does look like the part looks good, but it is a little bit too wide. So I am going to show you guys, like, let's say you had like a bigger bald spot right here. As you can see, like, this side is a little bit wider than the rest of the part. So I'm going to show you guys how you can correct that to make it look nice and sleek. So you definitely are going to want to have some hair color spray. This is the kind that I got from the beauty supply store, and it's in the color black. So of course you definitely want to make sure that whatever hair color spray you choose, it matches at least the root color of what your part is going to be. And I did already go back in with my rat tail comb just to make sure that I had everything lined up the way I wanted to. But let's say you wanted to create a new part, like you wanted to do a side part, you would just go ahead, repart your hair out the way that you wanted to. That's going to be your first step. So I'm just going back in to make sure that the part is lined up where I want it to be. So now I got the part all lined up how I want it to be. And then I'm going to take the rat tail piece of the rat tail comb and place that directly on my part. And you want to make sure that this is as straight as possible because it is going to kind of show. But now that I have my part lined up the way I want to, I'm going to take my rat tail comb and I'm going to firmly place that right in the center of the part. Press that down, and I'm gonna shake up the color first, and like I said, press down firmly, and bam, just like that, you got a crispy part. Really, that's all you have to do a closure reinstall. It's literally that simple. Like I said, if you wanted to, you could go in with a lace glue instead of a lace spray. You could have your band on longer or do 2 rounds of the melt. It really just depends. It's up to you. But this is the basics of if you want to reinstall a closure wig. And like I said, I'm pulling on it and it's not going anywhere. And I'm gonna have this on literally 2 days, and then we're gonna take it off and do it all over again, maybe. If you want to know how to curl your unit, definitely make sure you check out part 2 of this video on how to curl your wig with a curling iron, because I will definitely get into that next. But this is how you would do a reinstall on an old closure wig, old closure wig, y'all. So this is exactly what you would need to do to get this look, just like that.